Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. This is the Joslyn Variety Show, and we are on episode number 14 today. So first of all, I want to thank our amazing Quilters Guild. They dropped off some masks for the staff and for our Meals on Wheels clients. And so we just wanted to acknowledge them and appreciate them because they do great things for the community, not just now during a crisis. They've made quilts and teddy bears for the sheriff's office. They're constantly donating quilts to charity. So to all of our groups, but especially the quilters, thank you for being such great community members and Joslyn members. We're proud to have you guys. So today we are going to have our workout with Veronica, so grab your chair, and then Veronica and Judy are going to show us how to dye some Easter eggs. So we did Passover yesterday, and so we'll do a little bit of Easter today. So get your chairs, get ready, and then we'll work on some egg dyeing.
Hi everyone. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Hi everyone. All right. We're going to start off. Keep your toes on the floor. We're going to do some marching, but keep your toes on the floor. You're just rocking into it. Feel the roll up on the balls of your feet, and you're gently pumping your arms. So why are we starting out like this? The first thing I like to say is this is your moment when you clear your mind of anything else that you're thinking about, anything else you're concerned about, or what you have to do, and just focus on exercise right now. Okay? And the other reason is because you're gaining your body awareness now. You feel my feet, on the bones of my feet. I can feel my posture. Okay, now let's start with a good vigorous march. We're warming up. We're marching in place. Feel free to march around your chair if you'd like to. Now, as you're marching, whether you're marching in place or you're moving, make sure that you're breathing. Exhale, inhale, exhale. For some reason, when we're thinking about what we're doing, a lot of times we automatically hold our breath, and you don't want to do that. Okay, now we're going to tap our heels forward. And you can do this seated too. So keep tapping your heels. I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to tap my heels seated. I'm not sitting back in the chair. I'm sitting up, tap, tap. Okay, I'm going to stand back up. Let's stand behind our chair. I'm going to tap side to side. So yesterday we did some balance exercises. And we started out with these same movements, and then we slowed them down and practiced our balance. So we'll do a little bit of that again today. Tapping, tapping. Okay, let's stand next to our chair. Next to your chair, if you need to sit down, you go ahead and you sit down, okay? So let's do some shoulder rotations, nice and big. Really shrug the shoulders. Make it a big circle. It should feel like a little massage, okay? And then straight arms, just big circles forward. You can do one arm at a time. Just go slowly, and then backward. There you go, good. Okay. Now, behind your chair, we're going to bring our arms out as we step to the side, and arms up and down. Arms up and down. So raising our arms above our head, it increases our heart rate a little bit faster. Not that we're in a hurry, just be aware of that though. When you lift your arms over your head, you're going to be increasing your heart rate faster. Okay. All right. Now, let's stand next to our chair and let's practice a couple of balance exercises. Do. You do these when you're standing in the kitchen, when you're standing and talking on your phone. We're going to shift our weight. Okay, we're going to shift it to the right leg and lift your left leg and hold it. Keep breathing. Shift it to your other leg, and then the other leg comes up. You got your chair here if you need it. Couple more. Probably you're more balanced on one leg than the other, and that's just the way most of us are. So if you don't know that, you're going to learn that about yourself. Keep breathing. One more each side. Again, you can do this anywhere. So just take the opportunities when it pops up into your mind. And then while you're doing this, don't think about anything else. Okay, now let's see. Let's work on our leg lifts to the back. So you can stand, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see, we're just gonna lift one leg back, take your hands off the chair, and then switch to the other leg. I'm gonna face forward again. So while we're doing this, use your glute muscle to lift your leg back. We're exercising our glutes, our bottoms, and we're practicing our balance. I think that's called a twofer. Okay. All right, so those two balance exercises you can practice anytime. Let's do some shoulder rotations and think for a moment about our posture. Tension just builds in your shoulders. Most of us aren't even aware of it until we start to feel pain. We don't want to get that far. Okay, so relax your shoulders. I'm going to turn to the side. Sometimes we bend forward on our phone or on the computer, and our head moves in front of our shoulders. It really should be on top of our shoulders. So 2 exercises for your posture. Very, very gently push your chin back. Make a little bit of a double chin. Extend your chin forward, and now pull it back. Breathing, you can inhale here, exhale. So very gently, you're getting used to what it feels like to have your head back over your shoulders. Your ears should pretty much be down on your shoulder here, not in front here. So just practice this. Okay, and we did this one other day, it's called the W. I'm going to turn around and show you from behind. Think of your shoulder blades squeezing together. Okay? Down. So you're going from here to here. It actually feels good. Feels good to have good posture. This is what it feels like. Okay, make sure you don't shrug your shoulders. You always keep them down and back. And just relax. Okay, we're warmed up for today. Good job.
Thank you, Veronica. So we are going to go dye some Easter eggs. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to keep my mask on today, as are Judy and Veronica, because even though we're going to stay 6 feet apart, we're a little closer than we would usually be. So we're going to stay protected, and we hope that you all will do the same. I'm going to flip you guys around so we can see what the girls are working on. What do we got?
Well, here we are trying to give you some tips on dyeing eggs.
Because even though you're home and you might not have anybody to show them to, sometimes it's still fun to add a little color to your life.
Anyway, my first major lesson I've learned is that you don't use brown eggs. This is what happens when I use brown eggs. I ended up just putting little stickers on it. And this is what happened when I colored it overnight.
It's lovely.
It's a beautiful color.
So, really, start out with white eggs. That makes it much easier. So, Veronica and I have done a couple eggs.
Well, first we made our dye. Okay, so we don't have any special kits that we're using.
I'll show you.
We have just regular white vinegar, and then as you just looked over your basic food coloring. Chances are you've got these items in your cupboard. We put in 2 tablespoons of vinegar. We put in about, I'd say 3/4 of a mug's worth of hot water, and Altogether, probably a half a teaspoon of dye. So you just work with it. I put this, if you feel like you need to add more, you can. I put this egg in here about 20 minutes ago, and that's blue. I didn't mix it with any other colors. So that actually looks beautiful, doesn't it?
That's lovely.
I'm just gonna blot it a little bit. So I love that color. I would just leave that egg just like it is. Now I noticed what I can change it. I can let it dry. This egg, before I put it in the dye, I'm going to do some decorations with the crayons. So I've got a yellow crayon. It's going to stay yellow. Okay, so I'm going to play around with some designs here, and then I'm going to dip it back into the dye and see what we come up with.
Sounds good. Judy, what do you got?
And I did this egg, but what I did before I put it in the dye is I got just simple Scotch tape and I cut it in half just so I could have thin stripes, thin or wide stripes. And then I covered the egg with the tape, different directions, and I put it in the dye. Now, you could put it in longer. If you did longer, it would get darker, of course. But this is just a real simple technique. The hard part is getting the tape off.
Cool design.
Yeah.
I would think the tape would start to slip a little bit, but it stayed on pretty tight, huh?
It stayed on pretty tight, yeah. Few little areas where the dye got through, but.
Well, I like it. I like the yellow and the white together. I think because I have walls at home that are yellow and white. Anyway, here's a quick dip in the red dye. It's coming out pink because it hasn't had time to soak in. But it's fun to use the crayons. A lot of times those kits have a clear, a colorless wax crayon, which is nice. It just keeps the egg white. Your designs are white. This is yellow. You can use any color crayon you want. So I'm going to let that sit in here. And I just can't resist. So even though I love the color of this blue one, I'm just wondering what would happen if I put it in just a little bit in the yellow. So I'm going to sit here and hold it in and see what happens. I'm trying to create a green section on the egg.
And this, I used a crayon, actually gray. It made little designs on it.
Cute.
You can do anything you want because nothing's wrong. So, and I could put it back in there and let it get darker if I wanted to, but I kind of like that color. So that's what your egg's going to look like when you use crayons.
We did similar designs, isn't that funny? I'm surprised you got a lot of color on that egg quickly. That's nice. And if you want, you can get a really intense color.
By adding more dye.
Or just letting it sit in there. Yeah. I mean, I agree, it's a beautiful color. And the egg that you did last night, the brown egg, this, the one that's in
The red
our
egg?
Easter basket,
Yeah.
was that just red, pure red dye?
Yes. I left it in overnight.
So pretty.
Actually, I forgot it.
Well, it turned out great. And then how about the string?
The string, I'm working on the string. The problem is that if anybody knows how to do this and keep the string on the egg, please send in comments. So you could wrap, my goal was to wrap the string around the egg, but it has to be tight enough where it's going to leave the string marks. And I wasn't quite sure how to do that. Again, if you know how to do it, please let me know, because it'd be a really cool design. But the key is to wrap the string tight enough.
We're all trying new things.
Yeah,
And like the girl said, you can't do anything wrong when you're doing arts and crafts.
right.
Absolutely.
Experimenting is half the fun. How'd your green turn out?
Okay, now I took it out and you can see a definite green. And now I'm putting little pieces of tape on here to act as a resist, like Judy did with her yellow and white. The green was still a little bit wet, so I'm drying it. Well, it's pulling a little color off, but I think that looks kind of,
Yeah,
I like it.
textured.
So I'm going to go with it.
It matches your shirt.
Have more of a speckled look. And then, yeah, see, I like that. It's kind of weathered
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, nice.
You have a shabby chic egg.
That's right. So I'm going to put on a couple more of these stripes, and then I'm going to put it back in the blue and see what happens. I think it's dry enough now. Yeah, just like a little confetti look.
I like it. Very festive.
Thank you. It's fun to use things that, it makes you really think, like, okay, what can I use? What do I have in my drawer, my junk drawer, that I can use?
Especially since we're resisting going out and getting anything, it's nice to be extra creative and find what you've already got at home.
And I'm going to show you a cute idea that Veronica thought of. We just put tissue paper in here, and then these are the string lights. And we kind of just arrange them. And then this is from, what do you call it, bow set that was stapled together, and we took it apart and just did something kind of Easter-like.
Homemade Easter basket.
Yeah,
Hershey's Kisses.
that really completes the basket. We've got our, oh, I see one of my pieces of tape floating. That's okay. There's still one in place. So if the egg was drier, had longer time to dry, then the tape would stay in place. So I'm not discouraged. I just learned that I'll let it dry a little bit more. Just to see if it resisted. Nope, it did. Oh wait, here's one. The blue was the driest, so maybe that resisted. But, nope. But as Judy's came out, so you didn't start with any dye. You had a fresh egg. It was dry.
Fresh egg.
There's no moisture on it. So
And I wrapped the tape around. And again, you can do different widths. I just happened to cut the regular tape in half. I just wrapped it different ways. Kind of art decoration.
It looks great, guys. Thank you so much for doing this for us. It's fun to still be able to have a little bit of holiday even while we're in lockdown.
we were having fun, and then afterwards we can have
A little snack?
a little lunch. These are jumbo eggs, by the way.
Oh.
Really. You have to put them next to a regular small egg to appreciate the size. But, okay. So I think I have more red dye, more concentrated red dye. Oh, look how pretty that is.
That turned out
Yeah.
great.
I just dunked it in the blue, thinking I'll make it a little purple. So if it sits in there longer, of course, it's going to become more intense. But look at the effect it made.
Nice.
Beautiful. You guys have done such a great job. Thank you for bringing us a little bit of a holiday.
That was fun.
I'm going to turn y'all back around. All right, so it is Thursday. We will see you one more time tomorrow before the weekend. So you guys enjoy your afternoon. It's dried up a little bit outside. Hopefully it stays that way. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you.